Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Gall and I am the head of customer success at ScriptRunner. In the fifth part of our basic series, I will cover the ScriptRunner queries, which will improve the user experience by a lot. So let's get started and have fun. The queries can be found in the left pane under Configuration and Queries. There are several types of queries available, starting with the first one, the Active Directory query, which is used for all AD objects like users, groups or computers. The Azure queries are quite similar, only related to Azure items. The most flexible type of queries are the scripted queries. You can use your own PowerShell scripts here. The listed query is, as the name indicates, a simple one-by-one assignment. This makes perfect sense for static values. And last but not least, you can use a text file. For the beginning, let's start simple and choose an Active Directory query. On the first page, we enter the query name, so let's go with all AD users. And then we switch to Active Directory. You can select a local or remote domain and the element type. Here it's a user, and as the state of the user you can select active, locked, disabled or all states. You can use the attribute filter for filtering and configure the search base a bit below, which is the search starting point of your Active Directory query. Next tab, result set, you can define the return values. And after saving the query, you can make a test run to verify your settings. On top you can see the response time and the count of entries. It's also good to know that you can modify the query's execution. So the default here is real-time and execution automatically. You can change the behavior between cascading, real-time or even cached. Especially for large running queries or large modules, we recommend them to be configured as a cached query with a time schedule of every 60 minutes. The next query type is the Azure query. This is quite similar to the Active Directory one. Here we do the same thing, define the display name, like all Azure AD users, control all the settings, save it, and finally execute it. By the end you get back all your user accounts. The next type of query is the scripted query. As already indicated, that is the most flexible one. You can use it for your own scripts. In my example, I got a script that reads out my VMware data stores. After entering all the information, this can execute the query like the other ones. The listed query is just a one-by-one assignment. This is nice to have for static things, like in my example Azure regions. As you can see, it's just a parameter value and a display value. The last query is the text file. Here you can name a file and configure a separator. That's it for the queries. Have fun and keep on scripting.